the overnight shift, so my body's tired. So, all right, I'm up now for the moment. Don't only have to go back and lay my mind down again. But someone had written about the differences, or they couldn't see the differences between a keyboard and organ. So, I'm here to explain the difference between the two instruments. Right? Now, my analogy is between the two instruments. I'm going to try to come at it from this angle first. Think of a lion in the jungle. All right? A lion in the jungle. All right, that's the way I'm gonna approach that. Think of a lion in the jungle roaring at you. You would be terrified from that angle. I mean, now I'm not saying the organ and the keyboard you're gonna be terrified per se, but think about it for a minute. Just think about it. Now, a lion in the woods and stuff. And this is a different kind of wood, maybe in the desert or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I think of this as a lion, that organ. The organ is like a lion to me, right? The king of the jungle. Hear me? You hear me? The organ is like a lion in the jungle. It's a beast. The difference, the functions is the big difference. All right, cool. That's my thought on the B3 handle organ. That's why majority of the particular type of churches, they have the organ, because the organ has this sound. It's a sound that the organ produces if you play it right. If you play it right. But the only way you're gonna play the organ right, you have to study the craft. You got to study how the organ operates. All right. You got to study how it works. All right. So if I was in the jungle with a lion is not just only intimidating, but it's frightening, terrifying, fierce. Promise y'all, I really wouldn't want to be in the jungle with no lion, female or male. Because the lion is going to eat you up alive. All right, that's just my way of looking at the organ. The organ is going to eat you up alive. I mean, when somebody play it right, it's going to eat you up. You ain't going to sit there in your seat looking at the organ that's on the organ, killing. You going to get up. Now, this is a different type of excitement. You have the excitement of fear, because the lion, as soon as you even have contact with it, put it this way. Before you have contact with the lion, you already know. Before, if you even hear it roar out in the distance, even if it sounds like that lion is about 5,000 miles away from you, just hearing the roar. Matter of fact, just even imagining that you even hear that. And you not even in the savannah, you not in certain places where they have a roaring lion. So that's what I think of the organ. The organ to me is like a lion. You gonna catch some ears, you gonna catch some attention. Okay, even if the person can't play and they sound toe up to the flow up and they can't play right, they can't play the organ right, and their roar is annoying. It's gonna catch your attention, whether it's intimidating or annoying. That's my thought on the Hammond organ. Now let's jump to the keyboard. The keyboard to me is a different type of beast. All right, a different kind of cat. Right. That lion, he's definitely fierce. Right, intimidating. All right. I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I don't want to be nowhere where a lion is at. I don't care if he's behind a gate, a fence. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. All right, as far as that is concerned, because they will kill you alive if they get you. All right. Now, the organ is not designed to kill you. It's really designed to catch your ears, and that's my point. If a lion was roaring out in the woods somewhere, and you hear that roar, you already know it. Run! Okay. Or maybe you probably don't want to run, but you do want to get out of Dodge for sure. I'm not curious and sitting around waiting for a lion to show up just because I done heard a roar. I'm out of there. From that angle, from the intimidation. So, you can't be intimidated by a musician being on the organ because he's either skillful, and if he's unskillful, you don't care. You're going to laugh him or her to scorn. Somebody get on the organ and they can't play, you're going to laugh them to scorn. And if they get killed on the organ, when I say kill, they blazing and doing their thing, you're going to just say, you know what? I'm out of here. You're going to stay for a while. But when that organ get to roaring and that person is on the organ killing, you out. Keyboard. Let's go to the keyboard. Keyboard is a different type of beast. I'll put the keyboard in a different type of category. All right. Now, don't want to keep it in the cat family. Or do I want to put it in the dog family? You know what I mean? The keyboard is an instrument. It's not a kind of keyboard is heavy. Yet you have people who's skillful. Kind of remind me. I guess I'm gonna put it in the cat family like a cheetah. I thought about the dog family, and I was thinking about a hyena. They laugh. You know, they got this distinctive laugh, and it's hilarious to me. But to be real honest with you, I wouldn't even want to be in the woods with a hyena neither. Because they vicious. They more vicious. They're just about as vicious as a lion. But we all know who is the king of the jungle. Now, some of y'all might say, well, I believe the tiger is the king of the jungle. Well, you might have a point there in some sense. But at the end of the day, a lion versus a tiger, depending on his age, his size, and his experience. One of them is going to die. It's very rare that you might have a lion and a tiger fighting one another. Usually, tigers and tigers fight amongst each other because of territorial issues, as well as the lion as well. They fight based upon territorial. That's a whole other conversation we can go with later. But I'll put the keyboard in more of a different cat level. And I look at that as, for me, the cheetah. Now, the cheetah's fast. They clever, right? They got stealth skills or whatever, right? They know how to hide. They also know how to come out, but they gentle. But I wouldn't really want to be in the woods with a cheetah neither, because they can be very vicious as well. They might have to take a couple bites before they kill you off. But a lion, the king of the lion, you dead the minute you even look at him. You dead. As soon as you even look at him, you stop breathing. You drop dead right there. You dead. You done. You have an instant death right on the point, on the bottom, like right away. You dead. Like you have an instant death, immediately death. You having a massive heart attack before they even kill you. You done. On one bite, you done. I often think about this, like about pit bull. Now I'm talking about the dog. Pit bull. I've watched a whole lot of stuff about pit bulls, right? I got a pit bull. My pit bull is not vicious, right? People either train their dogs to be that way, or number two, they're wild dogs and they got out and then now they're crazy. I often think about this when I think on this level. When a pit bull get a bite on something, they won't let go. I don't care how much you try to get them off that, but there is a way to get a pit bull, y'all, bite or hold off of something. And I know the answer to that. Y'all look it up. And it's not being abusive to the dog, but there is a way that make them let go. Hot water. Hot water. You can take a stick and beat the pit bull until he let go. But how many times you need to beat the pit bull to get him to let that pit bull lock go? So think about this as a lion. On one bite, you done. All right, because they get a lock on you, it's over. You're dead already. You're dead already on arrival before they even come out. Put it that way. As soon as you even look them in the eye, they look you in the eye, you already terrified. You already, what's the word I said? Intimidated immediately. I'm intimidated just by hearing their voice. All right, where y'all at? Okay, I'm out. Deuces. All right. So that's what I feel about the keyboard. Smooth, you know what I'm saying? Smooth, you know what I mean? That's my take on the keyboard. Yeah, I've seen people beat the keyboard up. Alright, that's intimidating. That's not even intimidating. That's what I call annoying. Remember I said, it could be annoying. Either way, on both instruments, it could be annoying or it can sound beautiful. It could be pretty, you know. It could be pretty. It could be, and it could be annoying. Why is this dude doing that to the keyboard, man? I've seen people. What? That is not intimidating to me. That is annoying. Intimidation for me is somebody get on the keyboard and they doing some stuff. Ooh, that's nice. You know. That's intimidating to me, right? Why is that intimidating to me? Because that person played better than me. That individual played better. Keyboard, completely different from the organ, all right? Literally different. Somebody's like, oh, well, buttons and this and that and the other. No. Keyboard got a whole lot of sounds, a whole lot of functions, a whole lot of things you can select, you can record, you can do all of this on the keyboard. I can change the sound. You know what I'm saying? Change the sound, right? You know. I can change the sound. Whole bunch of functions. Whole bunch of different sound. A whole bunch of different type of buttons on here. The keyboard is completely different from the Hammond organ. You know, you got drums on here. You know what I mean? You can set it up for drums. Oh, hold on. Let me get up out that. My bad. You can set this thing up to go to drums. You know, and you know. And find, let me see, so I'm going to put that on channel 2. I guess it won't matter. You know, you can set this thing on drum. You know, a whole bunch of buttons. Just a whole bunch of things that you can select. Options. You got options. Right? You have a whole different type of everything on here, just about, and that's the difference between the keyboard and the organ. The organ doesn't have that. Keyboard, right? Whole lot of stuff, just a whole lot. You know, you can do all types of stuff on the keyboard. You know, record yourself, just do things. Do a lot of them things. We go keyboard on 1. Alright? Even with my module, my NKS, you know, I can go EP to and give you the you see what I'm saying? I can make the keyboard sound pretty doggone nice. But the thing is, I gotta have some chord, and then I trying to make some sense. Well, if I'm on the keyboard, I can't make no sense out of what I'm doing. Y'all can't make no sense out of what I'm. Then it's annoying. It's not even intimidating. Y'all saying, man, why is you playing that? Man, why are you doing that keyboard like that, dog? Come on, homie. Yes, that is annoying. All right. But the thing about the keyboard, you have so many different options that you can do on the keyboard. You know, you can set yourself up on some stuff. You know, I find me a drum track or something. You know, you know, you know, and you can do all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can do all kinds of stuff on the keyboard. I got keys on one. I got track 2 drum. You know what I'm saying? You know, shoot, let's go to track 3. Let's drop something on track 3, right? You know, select what I want to put there, you know, and be creative with an idea, you know, let me see, is that the one I use? You know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you just be creative with an idea. That's on that point. It's so many things that you can do on the keyboard. Completely a different kind of beast. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, you could do all kind of stuff. You know, you can set yourself up, record if you want to. Let me probably do a 3 second. Let me do a 3 second, 5 second groove right quick. Let me drop my. And why is that at 200? That thing was at 200. Yeah, you can do what you want to do. That's the difference between the keyboard. We gonna get on the organ in a minute. And the beautiful thing is about some people, if you got both, I do find it to be a challenge, being that the fact that I'm not a keyboardist. I said that I'm not a keyboardist, but I've always had keyboards before I had the organ, because that was all what I was able to afford at the time. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What was that thing I was doing? Alright, so let me hit that track. 2, 3, 4. It's not gonna be perfect. Oh, okay. All right. Dub. It's not gonna be perfect, y'all. I'm just messing around, right? So I got my drums, right? Okay, hold on. Let me see. That was just a 5 second click track, right? So, no. All right. That was just a 5 second move, whatever, right? No. I'm on bass. Okay. So I remember I only got 5 seconds. Here we go. Hold on. I got 5 seconds. Okay, 5 seconds. Here we go. Beat. All right, 3 seconds. Here we go. Here goes. All right, now 5 seconds. That's all I had. All right, 5 seconds. That's all I had. I'm just saying, there's a difference between the two instruments. So 5 seconds. My point is, it was very short. All right, so I don't want to be on this very long, but there's a difference between that. You can put all kinds of stuff on the keyboard. You can play all kinds of different things on here. Once you get the folly lollying. Hold on. The light is. Once you get the folly lollying around and get the tampering around on the keyboard, then you can find. Why do you keep doing that? Hold on. Up, over. All right, so let me pick the track. Okay, and you can pick all kinds of different ideas of what you want to put on there and jam and have fun. Do what you do. Do what you do. Do, right? And here we are. Bam. All right, so let's play this track back. Right, 5 seconds. Come on, y'all, give your homeboy a hand. Come on, come. I know y'all can do better than that. Come on, give it up. Come on, give it up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's up? Thank you. All right, that's what the keyboard is all about. Two different kind of instruments. Let's get about that though. Two different types of instruments, right? Right. So let me get out of this craziness. Come on, let me out. All right. You don't want to let me out? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see category. I'm gonna get out program. All right, now back to where I need to be. So that's the difference between the keyboard. It's got a whole variety of stuff. I mean, I didn't even go into it. You got the keyboard settings over here. You got the a piano. You got an organ on here. I don't like the. I like some of the organ sounds in here, but not all of them. Some about it. Some of this organ stuff I don't care for, but so that's why they had that saying. It's always best to have the real deal. Huh? Come again? What? No, not yet. I'll do it in a little bit. So there's a difference between the type of sound, because the organ the keyboard has a different sound, right? You know. So as I said in a little bit. So the organ, the keyboard and the organ are two different instruments, completely two different instruments. I don't have the pedals down there, but on a real B3 Hammond organ, you have the pedals. All right, you have the pedals and whatnot, and so that's the difference. Now I'm gonna do it on the organ. All right, get on the real organ. You got the pedals, so y'all can know the difference. So you know how they sound. All right, so let me switch instruments real quick. Let me see. Let's go over there to the ham. Let's bring this up just a hair. Oh, there it is. And so now the organ has a different type of sound versus the keyboard, right? It has drawbar settings. You can change the drawbar settings and make it sound a little different, but it's nowhere near a keyboard sound at all. See, different sound. Pedals. Big difference. You can play some of the chords that you do on keyboard, but you whole different piece. That's it. All right, so that's the difference. A big, huge difference between the two instruments. All right, so hope that answers your question. Let me go cut this lawn before it get baking hot out there, and I'll catch y'all in a minute. Peace and love and corn.